I think this may be the single most retarded TikTok trend of all time. I think we're witnessing reverse evolution before our own eyes. And I think even that would probably be an insult to cavemen back in the day, because we see ourselves as much more evolved than they were, but they weren't dropping heavy shit on their feet to get a few views on TikTok. They had more important shit to worry about, like a fucking pterodactyl stealing their child and feeding it to its younglings. And don't quote me on the time frame of history if humans were with dinosaurs, because I don't care. So the trend is people are dropping heavier and heavier items on their foot, and then they're rating it on a pain scale from 1 to 10. And what's annoying about these videos is formulaically they work, because each time they drop a heavier and heavier item on their foot, so you're gonna stay to see what the heaviest item is. You wanna see the guy break his foot. And because of that, the watch time on these videos are probably insane. So they're going extremely viral, but it's not because they're entertaining. As you'll see in a minute, none of these videos are even slightly entertaining. It's just the, what if something happens factor. In fact, these videos are so not entertaining that I wouldn't even be slightly surprised if 99.9% of the views on these videos are old men rewatching these videos so they could stare at naked feet and beat their meat a little bit. And I don't know if this is the guy who started it, 3.lie.g, but he's at the very least the one who posts the most of these videos.
Toilet brush. Chat. Pun. Ding! Ding!
As you can see, this dude's got the dogs out in an IKEA, just rubbing his disgusting little sausage toes all over food products. Like, that's a bowl right there. So this is why you gotta wash your shit. Like, if you buy a tray from Target, you gotta wash that shit, because you don't know if some little twink like this is rubbing his disgusting athlete's foot over something you're about to eat off of. I mean, this shit is fucking foul. Now, the goal of this is to get some views. I get it. But even if you accomplish that, now you have to be the guy who hurts himself to get views. So it's like, do you really want to make a living being the next Steve-O or Shoe Nice or Steve Will Do It? I mean, it worked out well for Steve Will Do It, because he eventually pivoted out and found himself with Nelk, where he could just be a little bit more normal. But he's an outlier. Most people, once you start posting a certain type of content, you're kind of stuck in that kind of content. So best case scenario for these people is now they fucking have to hurt themselves every single day to get a paycheck. You just know months from now, there's gonna be tons of news stories of people who broke their foot doing this shit. You also have couples who are turning it into a cute little date night idea. It used to be going to the movies, maybe going on a nice picnic, and now it's, let's drop a metal chair on our foot.
Book. I got my toe. Ow! 5. Oh my god.
Lotion. Oh, big toe.
But it's also very performative at the same time. Like, none of these people are really hurting themselves. They're pulling their foot out of the way last second. If you were a real man, you would take a razor scooter, hang it from a tree, and swing it right into your ankle. But you don't see anybody doing that, because it's not about how bad this stuff hurts. It's about how bad can I make it look like it hurts without actually it hurting, because I'm a bitch. And while Dan Schneider's probably thrilled about this entire trend going on, I will say there are people rebelling against the dropping heavy stuff on your feet trend by dropping light stuff on their feet and acting like it's heavy. And it's somehow harder to watch than the original trend itself. It's so painful, so hard to watch that I'm just gonna have to show it to you, because words won't do it justice.
4. 2. Really? Oh. 10!
7.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so even the spin-off trends on this make my eyes want to bleed. Here's a new trend idea. Drop heavier and heavier things on your head. Maybe I'll participate in it too. Hopefully it'll teleport me back to the good old days when people were eating Tide Pods, the more wholesome, cooler version of this. And I was gonna leave that mother-son combo out of the video because who can hate on a good time, some family bonding between a mother and a son? It's pretty wholesome. But then I found this video, and it kind of changed my opinion on their dynamic. So the goal here is for him to confuse his mom into licking his feet.
Foot, ice cream, 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 foot, ice cream.
Ugh.
Ice cream.
Ugh.
Ice cream.
Ugh.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Foot. 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 Ice cream. Foot.
Did you watch them?
Foot. Ice cream. Foot. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Foot. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
And after watching that, you probably could have just asked her to lick your feet and she would have done it. You wouldn't have had to jump through the hoops of making this video because it seemed like she wasn't so opposed to it during the video itself. So maybe you just ask politely and she'll lick your feet next time. Save you a couple minutes. And remember when I said somebody's going to end up in the hospital breaking their foot probably a few months from now? Well, somebody fucked themselves up pretty good, but it wasn't from breaking their foot. It was actually from something much, much more idiotic. They put a dart into the mix of things to be dropping on their foot, and they dropped the dart straight into what seems like a blood vessel in the foot, because the second this thing made contact with this dude's foot, it bled like he got fucking shot with a 12 gauge shotgun. And you could already see before he did the stunt, he already had a little bit of blood on his socks. So you know this wasn't even the first take, but it was definitely the last take. I wish I could show that video, but I just know for a fact YouTube would not allow me to show that. But I will say I'm not surprised that somebody already got hurt doing this. It just happened in a very different way than I would have expected. But yeah, I just thought this was the dumbest trend of all time, and trends are only going to get dumber as time goes on. So we have a lot to look forward to. So much good content to look forward to. Hopefully TikTok doesn't get banned, because I personally am a fan. And if you're watching this, you probably are as well. But anyways, thank you guys if you made it to the end. I appreciate you watching, and maybe I'll see you next time.